Yo, welcome back guys. So I want to go through the buh exercise, the specific things that are going to trip you up and why it will suck life out of your soul the first time you try and do it correctly. If you want deep singing knowledge that you'll get nowhere else, subscribe and please pound that fucking thumbs up button. Let's do this. Right, so the buh exercise. The first time I started doing this, I just remember thinking, oh, everything in my existence wants me to do this wrong. How can I learn to do this right when everything in my psyche is dragging me away from the correct way? It's tricky. It's this strange combination at first of narrow, dark, compressed, and released. And those two things just don't match at first with struggling singers. Everything's telling them, as I go higher, I compress less. As I go higher, I need to widen. Buh, 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 buh. Everything is telling them, in their very soul, in their very psyche, they just do not want to do it correctly. And it's hard at first. So that's why it's so good to get good at, though. That's why it's so good to master. Because if you can master this exercise, what it helps you to do is it combines compression, narrowness with release all at once into a package of wonder. Really, what can go wrong with this exercise? The first is, do not trust your instincts. If this exercise goes wrong for you, if it's going badly for you, you have to ignore your instincts, which are going to be wrong at first if this exercise is difficult. That is hard to do. But what can go wrong? The first two things really, and the most common things that go wrong with this exercise are this. If I have this, boo, 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 a loss of compression, boo, 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 it goes towards boo on a heady kind of quality, boo, 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 kind of goes heady and towards a ooh. The other is, it goes towards an boo, 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 boo. Wants to go towards a ba and widen. So either wants to widen or it wants to go hooty. Those are the things you've got to resist. You've got to keep it on and you've got to keep it thick and compressed, not towards ooh or If you just stay super disciplined on that one shape, that one vowel, buh, buh, it will stay compressed and it will release. So the two things, it wants to migrate towards a heady ooh, it wants to migrate towards a widening of the vowel. The other thing is maybe it's going to overcompress for you. Now this is less common, but sometimes people want to boo, 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 boo. Yeah? You want to keep the pressure even through there. Whilst it's compressed, it's not grinding down on the chords. It's buh, buh. So the way we get it right is this. We've got to have a nice even attack on every pitch. Buh, 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 buh. It doesn't change. Buh, buh. You can use that B and a little of that pressure. You want to feel it the same. Buh, 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 buh. Every time. Don't allow it to migrate towards a heady ooh. Don't allow it to migrate towards an Keep it on So once we do that, when it goes wrong, boo, 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 boo. When it goes right, boo, 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 boo. Boo, 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 boo. It's not even going to sound that pretty, but you notice it's staying thick and it's staying on Boo, 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 boo. Boo, 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 boo. Boo, 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 boo. Boo, 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 boo. Boo, 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 boo. Boo, 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 boo. Boo, 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 boo. Boo, 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 boo. boo 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 Oh, okay. So you notice I'm not allowing it to migrate away from the I am fighting my soul. I'm fighting my instincts and I'm keeping it on I'm not allowing it to widen to I'm not allowing it to uncompress and go heady towards ooh. What we've got there is this. When I do it this way, I'm just changing the pitch, which means the cricothyroid tilt action, that mechanism, that super crazy, insane little bit of singing called release is working in isolation. And I can sit there and realize I am a vocal god and nobody can compete with buh. Nobody. The point is this, you're going to feel good about it when you can keep it on that because you realize, okay, I can stay compressed and I can still release. This is mind-blowing. When a singer figures this out properly in this fashion and they realize to sing high, I don't need to just let go and let it go heady. It doesn't need to lose compression. I can still release even when I'm singing pretty thick, and I can get pretty high. You know, we're getting through into the second bridge there. It's an important thing for a singer to discover because it disconnects this association that so many singers have with higher means less compression. It's not really the case. For most singers, it's actually the case that they've got to learn to manage compression through the range. They've got to learn to keep it consistent through the range, consistent through those bridges. Whether it's light, medium, or heavy, they've got to keep consistent closure. Once they do that, then they realize, okay, I can still release on heavy closure, or medium closure, or light closure, but I'm obeying the rules. I'm not just all over the place with that compression. I'm keeping that compression very close, very even, and very precise every single time. Now, people sometimes criticize me. They say, he's very, very strict. Yes, I concede. I have things in common with Hitler.
Es lebe die nationalsozialistische Bewegung! Es lebe Deutschland!
But not everything. Not everything. Let me be very clear with that. I am strict with some of these rules, but trust me, the more discipline, the more you can obey these rules, the more you can really commit to them, the more you can start to understand that discipline and that commitment to the rules allows you to let go of the rules, and it allows you just to be free of these chains of having to worry about your technique. The best singers don't think about this because they understand the rules, they understand what they're doing, and everything else just stays loose and correct and free, and oh my word, this is no big deal. We want to be in that mindset. But when you don't know the rules, it is a big deal, and it's hard to follow the rules. Like I said at the start, everything in your soul is going to be telling you no, 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 no when you do this buh correctly the first time. It's going to be hard for you. But as time goes on, you'll start to be able to resist those urges, resist those tendencies, resist that thing that's pulling you away from everything that's right. When you get to that point, you will be able to do the buh a little bit more cleanly, a little bit better. Oh, there's the buh exercise, guys. The buh, the buh, the buh, 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 buh. Whatever it is, you've got to keep it right. Listen, let me know what you think about this buh exercise in the comments below. I'm interested in how much struggle you've had with it. Me in particular, when I started this buh, I absolutely hated it. It was the exercise that I just dreaded more than anything. I'd go into a lesson, and as soon as anything with the B and the anything dark and narrow and compressed, Oh my God, I just loathed it. I just thought, please, just let me do anything. Let me do a nay, let me do a mum, let me do a wee. Anything but this buh. I absolutely despised it. Now, you know, it's just the same as... It's just the same as... Fuck. It's just the same as any other exercise, really. It's just pulling me in a slightly different direction. You know, that's all it is. But it wasn't always like that. It was very, very hard at first, which I tried to emphasize towards the start of this video. Have a great day, guys. I'll see you in another video, yeah? Please, please, please. If you want deep singing knowledge that you will get nowhere else, subscribe, pound that thumbs up button, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care. Bye.